What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Black Ink Crew Compton. This is season 1, episode 10, the season finale. Um, so it's called basically "You Can't Run from the Devil." Okay, and this whole episode was focused on, Lemaire having his baby, his wife or his girlfriend Danielle, and they having their baby, which was a beautiful scene. The little girl looked just like Lemaire. Okay, face, nose, all of that. That was a nice thing. I had to get them out the way right away because the majority of the video, I mean the episode, was about Voodoo and Nessie going down there to see Voodoo's family. Okay, and this video is not going to be long because it's not much to talk about. But Barbie did come back and she did have a conversation with KP and apologize for what she did and all that stuff, and then tried to apologize to the shop about everything. Mind you, this was when Nessie wasn't there. Okay, and so, they welcomed her back into the fold. It is what it is with that. But eventually, her and Nessie will have a conversation later on in the episode. But let's just get to this voodoo situation because this stuff disturbed my spirit so bad. It disturbed me so bad. I was just sitting there like, what is going on? Okay. So I have to give big ups to Voodoo because I don't think I would be able to do some shit like that. Going to confront somebody that really, really messed me up. And I feel like they put on a little bit because the cameras and they trying to make the show juicy. But do I feel like she's lying about her experience and stuff that happened? No, I don't. Um, and given how her mother was and how the stepdad was, baby, listen, ooh, my nerves. And when I seen, okay, so she goes to Wellington, Washington, okay, to go see her family, and I do remember her saying that she had a lot of siblings. She was the oldest of all of them, basically. And when we got there, she saw her mom. First of all, she was having panic attacks, okay? And that's trauma. That's trauma, okay? Um Childhood trauma and all that stuff. That's unfortunate, and I expected that. And then when she gets out the car and she sees her mother and her sisters coming down along with her brothers, that was enough too. Baby, when I seen the mama, I was like, I ain't trying to judge. I ain't trying to talk because I don't know this lady. But baby, she was just giving me all the heebie-jeebies. Niggas give me heebie-jeebies. Let me stop. We're not finna do this. We're not finna do that. This is a serious thing. But, yeah. And the way that, when she finally tried to embrace voodoo, it just made me like, it made me itch. Because the way that she did it, I wanted to feel as though it was a mother who missed her child and really wanted to see her and really wanted to heal, even though that's what she was saying. We got to heal. We got to heal. We got to bring the family back. We have to heal. You cannot heal. And then we have a separate conversation that was later on in the second time that they met. And Voodoo was trying to tell her all the stuff that was going on. Y'all tried to arrange a marriage with, the stepfather's son, okay? You wanted me to live in a house with him, a man that I never knew, okay? And then, you had him, he was abusing me, he was beating me, and you looking at it and you just let him do all this stuff. And she was just going down a list, and the mother is like, no, that never happened. And what are you talking about? Are you okay? Are you on drugs? I hate when people try to discount and make it seem as if your experience never happened. We saw the same thing that happened in Love and Hip Hop with Jason and his brother. When he was trying to be like, oh, don't talk about Pop like that. Don't male bash him and all that stuff because he was a good man. He probably was good to you, but he wasn't good to him, okay? People have their separate experiences, and that's what people need to understand. And you don't want to say that you're in a cult or whatever, but yet you're acting very brainwashed-ish, okay? That's what you're acting like. You're giving off those teeth. When they went into the house, and I'm surprised that the stepdad actually got in the car and left. I said, what is he doing? Because them kids look like they kind of well taken care of for the most part. We'll get on them in a second. But you driving around in Hummers and shit like that. But when she got in the house and the mama's giving out hip wraps and all this stuff and telling Nancy the reason why, it's like, when you go, when women go jogging and we put our jackets around our waist so that they won't see our, backside and everything. So why not just apply that to life or whatever? And the reaction that Voodoo got from that, because she said she had to wear those out in public all the time, and that's not what they're for. That's what she was saying. Her reasoning makes no sense or whatever. She was like, they're wearing jeans, okay? Their asses is not out. And Nessie even had on she had on a hoodie that covered her ass. You know what I'm saying? And so that was one thing. But baby, when she stepped into that house and I saw all them kids, baby, I said, what in the Kiki Wyatt is going on up in this house right about now? Okay. Now we saw at least three. We saw two daughters, two younger daughters that's probably the oldest in the house right now. And then one of the older brothers, okay, that's underneath Voodoo. We saw them on the street with the mama, okay? And then we go in the house. It was like 15,000 other kids up in there. And then, Voodoo was feeling some type of way because she hasn't seen her siblings in a while. And then their young siblings, like young siblings. The little girl that was hanging on to the mom, Eternity, that was that. And then you seen the little baby one. And then the one that was just rolling around. And then it was one that the family was one of the sisters or whatever was holding. And then you see some other ones that look like they're under 10 years old. Mind you, Voodoo said that she left her family when she was 19. She said almost 10 years ago. So I'm sitting here, and what gave me the creeps and gave me chills so bad was when Voodoo was talking about how, she did not think that her parents would start having kids, will keep on. It never occurs to her that they will keep on having kids. And I'm sitting here thinking like, and I hate to think this, because if all of this abuse is going on, and then you talking about this arranged marriage stuff, it just made me feel like, I feel like, I hate to say this, that maybe all of them kids are not by the mother and the daddy. Maybe it was some abuse, sexual abuse that's going on up in that house. Was I the only one that got that feeling? Because I'm like, I just, especially the young ones, like it just made me so creeped out, because and when we talk about child abuse, sometimes that's what automatically comes into mind. It's like not just beating, but the sexual abuse, the sexual aspect of it. Some people do just beat their kids to, you know some people just beat their kids and all that stuff, but then some people take it a bit further and, sexually abuse their kids. And, you have parents and mothers who will literally sorry, y'all, sorry, who will literally turn a blind eye to these things that's going on. And that is what her mother was giving me. And I was like, this is not a good look. And then when he came back and when he left, and she running from the lies, and she running from lies and stuff like that. Baby, I knew the daddy wasn't shit when I seen him the first time, and we realized that he had a whole bunch of brown gel in his hair trying to slick you down with that bald spot. Baby, cut that shit off, rinse that shit out and cut it off or whatever, okay? Because that ain't it. That's how I knew. And then a tattoo, I was like, I'm like tattoos, but girl, now that I'm looking at it, I was like, girl, that tattoo would have been cute had I not known what it stands for, because obviously it's dealing with whatever y'all doing, okay? Baby, it just gave me the most uneasiest feeling, and I feel bad for Voodoo. Like, can you imagine growing up into something like that? And then, get this. Before the show came on, what was I looking at? Either Black Ink Crew and American Horror Story, but doing mostly Black Ink Crew. Why was the commercial for Scientology kept on popping up? I said, what is going on? What is going on, bitch? Okay, I don't fuck with that either. That is some crazy shit too. Girl, now I said, not on my TV, not on my watch, and not on my dime, girl, because I ain't got time for it, But y'all tell me how y'all felt about that. it was just so weird and eerie. And her whole intentions were to go down there and to confront her stepdad, but it just didn't go off that way. And I can understand that. And she came back to the shop and she was like, she's understanding that, she's not going to get the closure that she needed. She just needs to let that go. And at this point in time, for your health and for your mental state, that's what you need to do. Go talk to a therapist if you need to, which I feel like that's the best thing. You need to go talk to somebody, talk this out, and then understand that we're not always going to get the closure that we will like. And we can't keep on harping on stuff because that's going to make us physically ill. That's going to make us mentally sick. You know what I'm saying? And, she needs to talk that out and try to move on from it as best as she can. But it was really nice to see that they wanted to throw something, a giveaway for the kids. Doing a little backpack drive or whatever, giving them school supplies and things like that. That was nice. And they had the happy ice out there, giving out free happy ices and, painting and doing all the arts and crafts. That was a really beautiful thing. And I like the way that they wrapped it up that way. And Nessie and Barbie did talk. And Barbie, you still talking about she was being disloyal and all that shit. That bitch was not being disloyal. And sorry to call you a bitch, but I'm just saying, she wasn't being disloyal. You still can't admit that you fucked up, okay? But I guess they came to some conclusion about, where they stand at for right now. But other than that, we saw another appearance by Kyla Pratt at the end of the episode. And on the one hand, I will say I had said that I did watch this and want to get into this version of Black Ink. Was because, Kyla Pratt was on here and everything, and I thought she would be integrated within the show. But, now that I'm looking at it and given that, KP could have used his girlfriend, the mother of his children, to, boost his ratings and to draw people in by having her in other episodes and, they being a typical, oh, we got drama in our family, whatever. I'm actually kind of glad that they didn't go that route. Now that I watched the whole series, the whole season, I'm kind of glad that they didn't go that route and they did focus on him and he didn't make it about, oh, my girlfriend is so-and-so or whatever. But so far, the season was cute. It's just in its infancy stage, so it didn't really give us much, but it went a different route where it was trying not to give us so much drama, and we so used to drama, and I feel like that's what it was that was dragging it for me a little bit, because I'm so used to looking at the drama that was on Black Ink Crew Chicago and the original Black Ink Crew, where they're so fake with their stuff and so outrageous or whatever, so you thinking, or I'm thinking, that they got to do the same thing with Compton, but they was a calmer version of it, so it kind of dragged. It made it seem like it was a little boring, but on the real, I kind of enjoyed it. So I don't know if I will be continuing to review it, but I definitely will be continuing to watch it. If you understand where I'm coming from with that, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. I would like to see another season to see the update. They have to get a little bit better, more acquainted, and all that stuff. But they're in their infancy stages. That's how first start of a reality show sometimes happen. But y'all tell me how y'all felt, and I would like to see it get a little bit better if they come back. And y'all yeah, y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.